Where we stand at the moment, we have the updated platform is currently under development, and we are about, I will say 3 to 4 weeks, maybe a month away from launching it fully, but a lot of things will happen before that. So just for those of you new to the concept, SuperOne is all about creating a huge user community, stakeholder community. Many will own part of the community, and to create a gaming community. We are natively a gaming company, but also a technology company, now developing this community for future business and all kind of services we can add to it. So we have this great community network we are creating. We are now updating that to become very, very, how should I say, aggressive. And everyone participate in this company owning tokens, but there will also now be several other ways to participate. And we have a great referral model. So this is the napkin version. Let's go fast through our business. First of all, we are creating a community. And what we have today is that you have all these different apps that you all know and you all use. That they are fragmented apps. What we are using the popularity of gaming so as a catalyst to create a huge community online. And from there, we will create other businesses also in the future. But first of all, we concentrate on the game. We have a beautiful game that's already proven. We have a great platform that we have tested in the market. We invested millions of dollars into it. We have a lot of content. That's the Rihanna picture. We already have that. And we're coming with a new swiping game that's really, really cool. That game can also be used into enterprise applications, like you see BMW on the right side here, or education. So we have a great opportunity from our technology platform on gaming platform to really create extensive business just there. But we are adding more to it because all this flora of apps, they create a lot of mess. So we can add other services to this community. We can do like money services, like exchanges, like banking. We can even venture into shopping and travel, and we will then earn service fees from that. So that's in a nutshell, the SuperOne proposition. But let's talk about the game, because that's the first and foremost. We have a lot of categories for all kind of tastes, and there is all about mastering, that you enjoy mastering, because that's a psychological issue, that when you feel you're actually mastering something, you really get the feelings for the game, for how should I say, mastering it is a psychological issue. Enjoy mastering. We are focusing, at least in the beginning, we're going to focus a lot on football and on sport. I mean, football is the biggest sport in the world, the most commercial sport. It's about, when you look into this, it's so huge, it's everywhere. And clubs from Europe are popular all over the world. And there is a betting culture into it. There is a lot of ranking, there's a lot of competition. And when you look into the big world of sports, you see that even the 3 top football clubs in the world have more than 1.5 billion supporters. So we see a tremendous potential doing football. And when you look to Europe, Germany and UK, 2 main football nations, and of course Spain with FC Barcelona, Italy, France also, there is so huge. So we're going to have a great focus there, but not to forget other sports. There's a lot of other sports into this, like when we focus on US, the Super Bowl, the NBA, the different things that's really highly commercial and very, very popular in US. Of course, we also look to Asia, and we see the popularity in example of cricket. So, but sports is a solid business. It's very commercial. There is a lot of skills among the fans, and they really want to show off their skills together with friends, or fight against friends, or fight against unknown people. So we see this as a really good chance. Therefore, the initial version of SuperOne will have a lot of focus on sports, and we will focus on certain markets regarding that. Just a few words about the legality. We are not a gambling company. We don't offer gambling games at all. We offer skill-based games, which is a separate category in the gaming sphere legally. And this is all vetted by our lawyers, Bird & Bird in London, one of Europe's biggest law firm. We have lawful content. A lot of our content comes from Getty Images and other providers, which are the biggest providers. We get really nice imagery, and in the future we will also have videos. We will have a lot of animation. We will have a lot of stuff. So both the game and the content is lawful. We have tons of features on the platform, and more is coming. And here we see one of those is nuggets, which is like small gold cards you can own. So if you own, in example, Ronaldo card, and you get a question about Ronaldo, you get a free pass. These can, of course, you can buy these things or you can win them. So this is engaging, and it's also a revenue generating assets. We have a great advertising experience, which is natively built into the platform. Here we see an example for Hard Rock. All the features we can do is just crazy. And when we come to the social part, it's really important to understand how gaming, how the whole community is working, how they're interacted, so we can have this, what we called really Tinderly social thing where you can play together with unknown people, etc. Really cool stuff. We're not going to tell more about that now. We have the enterprise opportunity, which is massive. We have the education, which is also very good. We have a Norwegian company called Kahoot, which is doing very well in this industry, in this segment of the industry. They're doing that, not similar to us, but in a different fashion. So we see also that this gaming platform becomes the perfect gateway into auxiliary services like money, shopping, and travel. We're not going to spend more time about it, but if you have millions of users on a platform, you can, of course, monetize services, which we are already starting to plan to do. Let's have a look on the market we're going to focus initially. The biggest gaming market in the world is now United States, which surpassed China in 2019. And followed that is Germany and UK. US is the biggest commercial market in the world. They have the biggest advertising industry. They have the most, how should I say, developed financial sector. There's a lot of things that US, you should really stay into that market. In Europe, we have Germany as the main market. It's about 100 million people speaking German, and it's a huge market, and it's the biggest gaming market, and it's a huge football interest there. So that's a very important market, the German-speaking community in Europe, and that includes Austria and parts of Switzerland. And we have, of course, United Kingdom, which is the home of football in Europe, and 70 million people. Is a huge gaming market, but also the biggest advertising market and the biggest money gaming market or gambling market in Europe. So we will have a strategic focus on these three markets in the very beginning. The reason for this is that the average gross domestic product per capita, that means how much is a kind of measurement for the economy in each of these countries. The average in these three countries is about $50,000. To compare, in Vietnam, it's $2,500, Uganda, $600, India, $1,600. You need to go all the way to Japan and South Korea to find this kind of economy. I think China is about $6,000. So this tells us about the spending power of the people and the advertising industry in these markets. So with a strong focus on football, and of course Super Bowl or American football, we are able to reach millions of players in these three markets. Of course, we will continue in Asia, like we already have a lot of Asians on the platform. We're going to grow in Asia, but we will focus a little bit on selected economies like Japan, Korea, and the Southeast Asian region, in particular Vietnam, Philippines, and of course Thailand. But also we have people now coming in from China, but that's a very particular, I mean, China is so big when it comes to everything. So it's a project of its own. There's a very different culture there. So let me just browse through an industry example. There's a company called Skill. You can Google it, read about it in Forbes, Fast Company, CNBC. They are operating on the same legal platform as we do, or legal kind of segment with skill games. They don't do the games we do. They do different games, and they are not, I don't think they are as good. I think we are actually have a cooler concept, but they have now 18 million users. They are earning $400 million a year with $150 million in profit, and it's worth 1.5 billion. It's a hot company. So we're going to be there shortly. So when you look into the revenue potential, it's massive, it's huge. I'm not going to spend time on these numbers now, but we have very, very detailed calculation on how this will develop. And if you're interested, you can reach out to us and you will get all these details. So what is the business model here? The business model is to create a huge community and let that community spend credits to enter prize games. And we will also have many of these members owning tokens as digital profit shares. So all the profit we do on the platform will be distributed to these tokens. The credits you use to enter into games, and you use them to either enter into games or to buy game assets like the nuggets. So that will create revenue. That's one of the one out of three main revenue streams on the platform. So we get all the gaming revenue coming into the platform from the credits. We get advertising from partners and sponsors. And that's in form of both cash and in form of discounted trips, etc. Then we have the third revenue stream, which is the service fee that will come from additional services like exchanges, like banking, cards, shopping, travel, all the kind of thing we can monetize. So that's also a very, very big revenue stream coming into the concept here. So we're going to monetize. We're going to start with the game because that's what we already have ready on the platform. Of course, we will follow up with advertising because that's very tightly connected to the game, both in form of sponsorship and pure revenue. And then follow will also the fee. So we have a long-term vision. We have a great business concept that's proven in the market. So why credits? Why do we focus on credits? First of all, the credits will give access to game. That's very important. So that's how we're going to make money. Is we need to teach people how to use these credits, and they will buy them and they will give them away to friends, or they will exchange it for whatever on the platform. They are not sellable. They are only able to use to access these premium games we have. And that creates a readiness for the community and awareness. So they know exactly that these games, they are valuable, that brings me in here, and that's good. And we can also use them as gifted invites, meaning when you invite John, you can send to John, hey, Paul has sent you 100 credits to enter 10 prize games. You can win whatever, a trip to Liverpool, for argument's sake, or $1 million. So it's really cool and it's really valuable. So that's why we know creating a very huge focus, or a very strategic focus on building a member community, not only token holders, but also gaming people. Because when we're launching the game, we need as much people as possible on the platform, not only token holders that's waiting for profit. We need people that actually play the game, generating revenue for all the token holders. So that's the community we are focusing on. Let's talk about the tokens now. This presentation is all about updates, about where we are. I'm not going to go too much into details, but the token economics is a very important one. And this is the pricing structure of the token today. This is call it the old algorithm we created when we started SuperOne. You see it's very slow in the beginning, and then it goes to the skies in exponential form. Based on our experience, we believe this is not good enough. So we will take the opportunity as we are changing the platform. We are changing a lot of things. We will also take the opportunity to do a better algorithm for everyone. We're going to do a linear algorithm that is increasing steadily. And the whole thing is that will bring much more capital faster. It will bring up the price earlier, and it will be much better aligned with the game and the market value of the company. We spend a lot of time financial engineering this now, and a lot of thinking, a lot of considerations been done to see what is the company valued with X amount of players and what's the way there. So this is the new token price. And as you see, it's racing much faster and giving everyone on the platform a much better journey forward. So let's talk about regulation. There is some big watchdogs out there, and we see that over the past 6 months, there has been quite a lot of discussion in media and also legal actions taken from regulators around the world about token sales. So we have to adapt to the current situation. And we see that United States, the SEC Commission, has taken legal action against certain notable sales. They violated the rules in US. So that's one thing to consider. We have BaFin in Germany, and we have FCA in United Kingdom. So this awareness has given us a guidance on how we're going to move forward. And it's very important that we, with our growth and long-term perspective and being an anti-scam company, we have a very long-term vision for this. So we need to operate on a very safe regulatory matter. So when we do our assessment, we are repositioning our assessment based on these guides, stating that SuperOne tokens, we will say they are a security, and we will treat them as security, and that means we're going to face regulatory requirements. Then we are introducing the credits, which is just future access to the games. So that still remains well within the utility token requirements and have no regulatory impact. So to avoid any risk and to be on the safe side, we can always, these are gray areas, but we're going to be on a very safe harbor when it comes to this. We're going to treat the current tokens that you own as security. That means we have a little bit of challenge. But we have resolved that challenge very easy, not very easy. A lot of legal work been done here. So what we're going to do, we're going to sell credits, and we're going to give away tokens for free for a period of time. So we're not going to sell any tokens. The reason for this is if you don't sell anything, you don't have any investment, you don't have any consideration or payment for the instrument, meaning it's not a security at all. It's not being regarded as security. It's not being regarded as selling anything related to financial product. So what we're going to do, we're going to introduce the game credit, the credits, and we're going to sell. Normally, these credits will be priced at 0.10 for each credit on the platform. That's a fixed long-term price, but we're going to start now selling them at 90% discount at 0.01, and we're going to scale it up all the way to 0.1. And that will scale at exactly the same pace as the tokens, and we will give away during this period, we will give away tokens. So this means that we will comply with global regulation, and that's very, very important. And this is a really sexy model, to be honest, and this is probably going to be a change in the industry. Why we are able to do it is because we have the credits. We can use the credits. The game is a real product. There is a real access. There is a real value going forward for the credits. So there is no how should I say, selling something that's not of value. So to look into this, we have a compliant distribution at hand, meaning we are not violating any rules or can be in a suspicion of violating anything. So all the way up to 100 million more tokens sold from the current level. We're going to start at 0.5 value per token, but we're going to give away. We're going to give them away. So we're going to give away tokens when you buy credits, of course. We need to bring this into perspective. So you are technically buying credits in a smart contract. So you're paying to the credit smart contract for a while. Then we will change at 100 million. We will start our exchange. And from that point, we will license. We have a licensed exchange coming. That means you will be able to buy the tokens on a licensed exchange, fully legally compliant. And all the networkers, your good self, will be affiliates of a legal exchange, which is fully legal. So you'll see here, and at $1, we will first from $0.50, which is the first line here, 100 million. We will continue with the company selling tokens. Okay, that's to adjust the exchange, understand how everything is working, make sure all is compliant, all is good. At $1, we will open for the priority members to sell tokens. Priority members, I will explain a little bit later. Then at $2 of value, we will still continue on this algorithm up till $2. Then we will open for the public to start trading. At that point in time, the algorithm will be discontinued and the market will set the price. But needless to say, at that point, we raised a lot of money and we invested heavily into marketing, and we will have most likely tens of millions of players. So the market price will maybe go much higher than the algorithm. So this is an innovative model for doing this, and it keeps a very transparent roadmap for everyone on the platform. So that's good. And the financial outlook here is extremely good. I mean, we have a budget where we monetize in the very beginning 12%, which is $0.50 in a month per user. And it's not very much. It's not very much. So that gives us a run rate of 18 million a year with 3 million players. It's very simple. It's 1.5 million a month. And that gives us, at that point in time, we have a market value, 150. We're moving up to $1, $2. This is the very beginning, and you've seen these things before with much higher numbers. It will increase way beyond $2. This is just about the very beginning. We don't need that many players to actually make a real good business out of this. So the financial is tremendous. So it's a great potential here, but it needs to be done right. So that's what we're doing. So let's move to the network plan. And here we have, on one side, we have the 3 main elements of the network. We have the binary, super binary, which gives you massive residual rewards. We have the matching, super match, which gives you great team rewards. And we have the super code, which is a unique, SuperOne unique reward element that is just crazy. We'll show you a little bit more. And again, we are always real time on blockchain, paying you in crypto in real time. We are the only one in the world doing that. It's marvelous. It's just cool. We have all the rewards sent directly to your wallet. And of course, you get notifications on all transactions. So we are the world's first network plan with these 3 binary matching and coding in real time. I think we are the only one doing real time in the world. So this is the starting point. So when it comes to the binary, we have the standard binary is of course 2 legs. What's different on us is that we have 2 holding tanks, meaning you can place people in your power leg or your pay leg, and we will commission it immediately. That means with 2 holding tanks, we are able to send commission immediately, and you get basically 10% in the binary, in the wiki leg. So this is all done real time. So this is a classic binary. And then we have the super match, which is a real piece of rewarding matching bonus. I'm not gonna go into all details, but we have, it's a rank based. So you're either a star, superstar, director, or legend. This gives you if you're satisfied, you have 30% matching on your personal level, which is amazing. And then you have up to 7 generations. And generations is defined as a ranking member, meaning you're earning all the way. You can all the way if you have either legends or directors among those. I mean, those 7 generations are either directors or legends. And you can earn from thousands, hundreds of thousands, even millions of people or users in between here. So this is a very, very powerful thing. If you combine the personal and the ranks, you will be able to earn up to 40%. So if you have a legend directly on you, earning, in example, 250,000 a week, you will earn 100,000 just in matching. And that's crazy. That's seriously crazy. So this is a very powerful, and we will start educating you more detail about how to work strategic movements, etc. Then we have the super code, which is an amazing part too. It's very simple. This applies to the 500, 1500. I mean, from all the packs from 500 upwards. Also into the platinum section that we will show you. So basically you buy a pack, you need to hold a pack yourself and then recruit 3 more people. So you buy a 500 pack and recruit 3 more people with 500 pack. After that, from the number 4 and all the way to infinity, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way to infinity, you will earn coding rewards. So you can earn from thousands of people that you recruit directly. And you will not only earn from them, you will earn from each of these people's downline. So here you see example on number 4, you will see you earn 3 coding bonuses, the first 3 on every level. So that means you earn 3 on the first level, you go to level 3, you earn 9, 27, 81, all the way, and it accumulates. So at level 7 and 8, you have earned $100,000 in coding from 500 packs. And what is really cool is that for every 3rd bonus you get, we double the bonus. So that's something really cool. So you will have in the app, you will see, I have recruited 1. Okay, you see 1, and you see 2, and the next one will be $100. So you get 50, 50, 100, 50, 50, 100 all the time. And that will be a great money popping machine. And also here we will launch, I won't call it education, but courses on how to do this. This is very, very strong. This we have not seen in the industry at all. This is something totally innovative from SuperOne. And a great thanks to the guys that created this. They are with us as top leaders, and that's amazing. So let's see how it's working. The coding is what's going to make you not sleep during the night. You see here from number 4, it's going and it's just adding and it's just adding and it's just moving down. Every first 3, you will get it. Mathematically, it's before you don't get it the first 3. So you see here, you're down to 100K pretty soon. So this is something that the industry will be talking about. And this is, we are the first one to come with this. This is complex, but really cool stuff. So the packages we have on the platform is very simple. It's silver, gold, and platinum packages. And the silver packs is to give you a good start into SuperOne. You will earn 10% on the binary from $100 and upwards, and you will also earn matching from $100. So that's a very valuable pack to get. 25 is just to get you started. And then we have the gold packs, and here where we really, where you really could create a solid business, and you will be able to gain huge rewards, including the coding. So $500 pack starting point, very good. Once you made a little bit of money, you can upgrade to 1,500, 5,000. All the gold packages, really cool. We also have some great offers starting next week. Then you have the platinum packs. We don't focus that much on it now, but we know there are some really, really larger networkers that require these kind of packages, and they are here. You will be able to buy directly into a rank. You can get yourself a director rank for a period of time. And what is important is that your weekly binary cap will be grandfathered, meaning that the cap you have that you're buying into will remain for your whole lifetime in SuperOne. And that's really cool. So if you're buying in and you have a weekly cap here from the matching, let's say you have a weekly director of 50K, you have a weekly cap on 50K, you will keep that for the remaining of your life, whether you satisfy it or not in the matching. So this is a way to buy yourself in and enjoy long-term revenues. So this is really cool. And like here, we sell the credits and we distribute the tokens to those who buy credits. So that's the binary matching and coding, and that's what we dubbed the triple magic that's going to catapult us in the networking. So let's now look a little bit on how we're going to do the upgrade. We have a migration procedure coming up now. Tokens will be maintained. There will be the same tokens. What we're going to do, we're going to start the price at 0.05 because we are changing the algorithm and we're changing the calculation of the algorithm. So basically we take the opportunity to bump it up a little bit to be more aligned with the game credits and to get whole numbers. We are currently at 0.03. There will be some more sales between now and then, and we expect that 0.05 is a good starting point. So tokens maintained, placement in the network will remain the same. The enrollment tree will of course be the same, and placement into the binary will be decided by your referrer in general, but we have something there also. So what's going to stop, what's going to be discontinued is the spots. We're not going to have any spots anymore. But what we're going to do, we take your spot purchases. Let's say you bought for $200. We're going to double it to 400 and upgrade you to the closest package. Meaning, if you have double from 200 to 400, you will get a $500 pack. We will not issue any more tokens to you, but you will get that. And so that's great. We are taking good care of everyone then. At this point in time, we have a good pricing, we have a good thing going forward. Your placement and enrollment tree is maintained, and we're going to discontinue the spots because we're not using them anymore. So let's talk about the power-leg advantage here. When we have the opportunity of creating a binary system now from scratch, there is, of course, we are setting the top of the binary. It's really, really important. I mean, it's really beneficial to be on the main power leg of the company. At least in this point where we are migrating about 10,000 users, there is a big opportunity here to be on the main power leg. One of the main advantages being on the power leg in a binary system is that you don't need to build much of a power leg. We have some of the top leaders we have recruited. They have committed to build solely the power leg for at least 3 months. So basically we will have a monstrous power leg coming up. So then you can get your way into that power leg. We will show you that in the next slide. And you can focus on developing your pay leg and your team. So you will benefit from the leader teams. You will benefit a lot of volumes. So that's the way we do things. So let's look on the offerings we're going to do. We have very, very limited offerings in this. We learned from before, and we will. I mean, some of the strategy now is to create something that truly works. What we have done before has worked, but not good enough. So now we're doing it as best we can, using the best people in the industry. So we have recruited what we call legends, super legends. We have 25 positions there. That's being sold by invitation only. And that's what we call SRXL for extra large. These people are with track record. They know how to build teams. They are coaching. They have huge downlines, and yeah, all. They will have a binary main power leg priority #1. They will be on top of this, and that's because these people they are normally bought out of big organizations. They are earning. They are used for this. So we need to treat them exclusively. Secondly, all of you that spent $4,000 during the spring, we are actually opening up for you to, not opening up, we are placing you now in a better position than you currently are. We are putting you as second priority on the main power leg, meaning that these 50 packages that was paid for will be placed on the power leg and will enjoy a lot of spillover from the top. You will also, of course, enjoy spill under. So that's the two. Those are all gone. The Super Legend is by invitation. If you need or mean that you can do something there, you can always contact Ingo Mebus, our head of sales, and he will screen everybody that comes into those positions. The first available offering is we created a new package of $2,500 that will be following the 50 S4000. We will have as priority number 3, but you will still be among the 75 on the top of the whole thing. So, and this comes with a great value. It comes with all the 3 packages on the gold packages, the main packages we have. You will get 100,000 credits and 100,000 tokens, meaning you're actually paying half price for the tokens. But this is very limited because we cannot dilute the platform and we cannot sell things too discounted. So this is just a value pack because we want people in here that really make a commitment. So they are lucky getting in there, and there will be a special invitation to sign these packages because they are extremely well valued. And you will have a lot of credits also to give away to build your gaming community. And that's very important. So when you start building your gaming community, wow, you have a lot of people joining. Do you think they will buy tokens also? Of course they will. Secondly, after that, we have 250 packages of $250 each. They will have priority number 4. Remember, you are still very high up here, very high up above the crowd. And they will include the 500 gold pack, which is our main product, our main cash cow coming there with all the super code, everything. So here you get a little bit less credits, of course, because we cannot dilute that. You get 10,000 credits, 10,000 tokens. We remain the token price the same. Only 250 available. The last offer we have is something we call Super Priority, SRXP. And this is a very sexy one because, yes, you get the priority regardless of what kind of package you hold. You will get priority on the main leg, on the main power leg in the company. So you will get into the main power leg and you will get something that's really cool. When we open for priority trading at $1, you will get 10,000 worth of trading for every SRXP you hold. We cannot open the trading for everyone at the same time. If we do that, we will have a lot of people want to sell and the business will halt. We cannot do that. So we have to kind of adjust and balance a little bit. These are the choices we at the management need to do. And we need to create people equally, but we also need to take care of the business here. So we cannot just open so people start selling. We need to, and most likely they don't want to sell at that point, but we need to regulate it a little bit because at that point we're growing with a lot of gaming, a lot of people, but there is always some people trying to do something. So we need to limit it. So we have this $10,000 value for every token. So if you invest here like $500, we have $50,000 of trading coming up as priority. And we have only 250 available. So we are only selling out $2.5 million of trading, exclusive trading here. So that's really important. So we will also put at least a third of the active members on the main power leg below all this. There will be a tremendous power leg here with a massive volume coming upwards. So that's the main reason you should get on the power leg, and you should get priority so you can actually take some profit before anybody else in the market. So that's the offerings we have. And the way you can buy them is basically you're sending dollar to an address. This will be published on Monday. Monday evening at 8 o'clock. We will not do it before because we're going to have today and tomorrow, we're going to have webinars and ask questions, and people can contact us. We also on deals.super.one, that webpage is not published yet, so there's no point going there. It will be published tomorrow. We will, you will have the address will come there also on Monday, and we have not taken our technology developers to create a lot of things for this. So we do it very simple because it's very limited, and we will take this order as they are submitted to that address in chronological order. So we're going to send them either 2,500, 250, or $100 to that address, or if you buy several things, you send separate amounts. So if you buy 250 and 100, you send 250 and 100. We will record all this on a continued basis, and we'll have them into the migration protocol. So when you open your new app, you will see everything is there. So we don't. Yeah, so we do this because we create the whole top here manually. So they will then be allocated on a first come first served basis, and yeah, that's due to the limited quantity. So that's the way, and that is opening on Monday, and we are paying 20% in commission to those who sell this or refer people to this. That commission is paid daily, and you have to submit to Deals at SuperOne your sales. So we do this very, very conveniently for us in the management. So that's it, and that's that. So for the whole thing about SuperOne, we've been doing a lot of, not research, but more thinking how we can do things better. So we're going to have 3 things that are going to make the whole thing much, much easier to operate going forward. First of all, we're going to change the way you register into the platform. We're going to change to mainly using WhatsApp. Everybody has WhatsApp. We're also later going to open for WeChat, which is 1 billion people in China. But first of all, WhatsApp. And it's going to happen like this. You have a message on WhatsApp, recruiting message, which is sent from the platform to you when you sign up. You just forward that to a friend. They click on a link, and they confirm they want to be part of SuperOne. They don't need to download anything. There is no Trustwallet, no Telegram, no nothing, no app at all. Just inside WhatsApp. You click, and you say yes, and then you get a new message from SuperOne that you've been recruited, you've been signed up to SuperOne. Here is your account, blah, blah, blah. It's very simple. Then you're already inside. We allocated an Ether address. You're already there. You don't know how to access it, but you're there. And you can start actually recruiting new people because you will receive a message with all your credentials and everything. So that's all in WhatsApp. You still don't use any app. And that WhatsApp is secure. It's encrypted from the WhatsApp server till the user. Nobody can intervene. We can even send you a private key there. It's very good. So what happened when you've done that? There is a link that you will receive on WhatsApp that brings you into App Store. You will download, either you have, if you are on an iPhone, you will get into the Apple App Store. If you are on Android, you will get into the Google Play automatically. You just click install app. We bring with you the whole ID, your whole ID. You don't, when you open your app, we're using something called deferred linking, which is deep linking. So basically when you open your app, you don't need to do anything. It's registered to your mobile number with your WhatsApp. So you just, then you're inside the app. You don't need Trustwallet anymore, at least in the very beginning. So inside that app, we already have your internal account, your Ether address, and we have access to your private key on that particular address. That's a system we already have today. It's an exchange system. We already have it on the platform, and we spent tons of resources on refining this autumn. It's really cool. So basically, you don't need anything. You don't need Trustwallet. You don't need it. You get access. 190 countries, all the app stores around the world can enter into this. You have a mobile application. You click, and you're in there. You can start recruiting people. You can start earning money. You can do everything. And then we're going to have we also going to have in the app so you can insert your own Ether address as destination for your rewards. So if we can put it so all the rewards goes to another either a cold storage or whatever you can choose. So we don't need to send rewards internally to the internal address. It can go straight to your address like it does today. And finally, we're going to have easy purchase. We're going to have card payments on the platform. This is a very tricky thing. I mean, selling credits for the game is very simple. That we can use Apple App Store, Google Play. We can use all these kind of things because it's not a token. It's not a security token. When it comes to the SuperOne token, we need to use this through the regulated exchange, etc. So basically, we're going to have a crypto exchange where you buy Ethereum, and you can choose destination delivery directly to internal or external wallet, and all this will be natively integrated on the platform. So it's very easy for you as a user. You pay with a card, and in most cases, the crypto will be delivered automatically to your internal account. Okay, and then you will be able to buy whatever you want. So this is the three main things that will make things utterly simple and will create a huge, fast growth. We truly believe that. We spend a lot of time analyzing, okay, what is holding us back? Is it the compensation model? Yes, of course, the compensation model can always be better, but these things, user friendliness, easy operation, is what's going to bring mass adoption. And if you look into, many of you networkers, you know about a company called Crowd1. I know the top networker there, spoke with him the other day, and he told me we have 1.2 million people in my downline now. And they raised that kind of amount of people more or less during the autumn 2019. So it's possible. And we believe we have a better platform and a better business model. With all respect for what they've done, I think we are set to really, really thrive together. But it takes a little bit of effort. We work as hard as we can and do things good. And that we will continue with. And if you have anything to contribute, any ideas, whatever, we will be happy to hear from you. We try to do things better, but remember, we are still a small organization, and we relatively, but we will, of course, be more and more professional as we move forward and expand everything on support and everything. So I think that's basically where we are tonight. I'm going to stop the presentation, and I'm going to stop sharing.